It's officially less than a week until I come back to England. Hi guys, welcome back to the last official vlog from the Singapore Diaries. There's like 56 of you right now, subscribers, and that is amazing. Honestly, I love doing this and it certainly won't stop. Obviously, I still have the Italy vlog coming out after this one, and then a few more will be coming. I actually filmed a mini reflection the day after I came back, which is going to be at the end of this vlog because I did have some trouble at the airport. And I also began some reflections, but I did not get to finish it. So the voiceover for this will be mostly quite a few reflections, what I loved, what I wish I did, what I don't know, anything else, maybe tips and tricks. So let's get into it. It seems that Singapore is so sad about me leaving. It's like crying inside out again. It's so heavy. So honestly, in the last week in Singapore, I did not get up too much. It was exam week, and on the day of the last exam was the last day I would turn up to campus. So that was the last day on campus.
You made it! Yay!
Just had my last exam, so I will never be here again. Oddly, I did not say bye to anyone. I don't know why I do that. I think I'm avoidant. So I wish I didn't do that. That is one thing I wish I didn't do. And on that note, I wish I spent more time with people because I was spending a lot of time in my room, secluded, to my own fault, really. So I just basically finished packing. You can see my suitcases are here. I'm gonna wrap it up tomorrow, but yeah, today that's what it looks like, and tomorrow I am leaving. Today we might go to Marina Bay Sands and see the light show for one last time. I'm gonna go to the Marina Bay light show for the last time. On the topic of school, I was a little bit naughty, guys. I would sometimes not go. I would sometimes leave early. In my defense, it was because I was working on like marketing projects, I don't know, uni work essentially, because there was a lot of work. And then also, like, I don't know, I think I just kind of didn't really feel like myself. In a way, I kind of lost my sense of like self and like identity. To be honest, I feel like I don't even like have like an identity, if that makes sense. That's like set in stone. But I felt like really lost because I guess all the things that I thought made me were like stripped away to an extent. You're in a different environment. I think truly maybe it comes down to that. I feel like the environment around you really shapes you and how you show up in the world. And also I think the environment, you know, how it affects you also tells you if it's for you or not. So for me, I did not really feel like Singapore is my home. I mean, I loved the experience and I found it so valuable. It was, you know, the first time paying rent for myself and bills and groceries and, you know, managing finances. And to get to do that, you know, in a country abroad, in another continent, so far away, it's really amazing. I feel so lucky to be able to have done that. I was paying 1,150 per month for rent, and yeah, it was for a bedroom and then a shared bathroom and kitchen. I booked a taxi. The song that was playing on the radio was a song by Lord or Charlie XCX. Oh, I should know, but I forgot. And it's, I think, called What Was That? And every time I hear that song, it's kind of like a little bit of nostalgia about when taking a taxi to the airport. And honestly, like when I heard that song and I was in the car, it almost felt like I was like in the movie, if you know what I mean. I don't know, it just felt really like cinematic and like, I don't know, movie vibes. Good morning, guys. I am officially back in England. As you can see, this is my room, and I feel like I just look just so much better. Like I'm glowing and I feel better internally. So about the flight, it was honestly a kind of stressful experience, and usually my flights are super effortless, but this instance was the first and only one where it wasn't. I had my flight at 8, but I left the house at 5 and it was half an hour away from the airport. I waited in the queue for like an hour and I finally got, you know, to go to the front of the queue, and then there was an issue and the lady goes like, do you have an ETA? I was like, no, because I live here, I live in England. And she was like, do you have a residence permit? I'm like, no, I do not have a residence permit. And that was the whole situation. I was like, I have like a provisional license, if you want to say, like that has my address on it and it's, you know, UK distributed. And then they took me to the side. Guy called like the UK border because I have a Polish passport. You know, I understand their concern. And then they like asked me for the share code, which I already did, thank God. That was easy. And yeah, that took like half an hour probably. And then I have 2 bags, one really big one and one smaller one. And the guy only took the big one because obviously I was on the side, so he took the big one. And I was like, I have one more bag, and he was like, hey, you only have 25 kilograms. I was like, I have 10 more because I'm a student. Because with Gulf Air, if you're a student and you have a flight that goes through Bahrain, you get 10 kilograms extra. So I had to show him that I had 10 extra kilograms and give my student ID, and that took more time. By the time that was all finished, it was 7 already, even 7:20. I don't know, it was really late. So I ran for security, saying when you scan your passport quick. I had no time to eat, no time to shop, not like I wanted to, but I had no time to do that. Ran to the gate. I had to take a train to get to the gate because it was like the sky train. I got to the gate. Next, when you get to the gates, like just before the gates, that is when you go for security, when they do like your bag screening and stuff. Even more time, and by this point it was already 7:20, but luckily I think others had issues as well, like there was just issues in general, so we didn't actually stop boarding until like 7:40. And I was actually the first, like one of the first people to get on the plane, so it was all fine after that. And I was worried, I was like on the way back, like is my luggage gonna be fine, because I had like a long 10-hour layover in Bahrain, and then I'd only have my luggage in England. So my flight, I had, the first one was 8 hours and I slept on that, and I sat next to this really lovely German lady, and then I had a 10-hour layover in Bahrain where I just did nothing. I just like ate and watched stuff. And my flight to England, which was 6 hours, and that was also a little bit stressful because just before landing it did like a circle, like it looped around, and then it went like past Heathrow and then turned around, and I was so scared of thinking like, am I gonna crash, am I gonna die? But no, it was all fine. And then I got my luggage and it took like 10-15 minutes, which is good, and then I got home. So yeah, it was all great, and now I am here and Singapore is over. I might do a separate video about what I thought about Singapore. Maybe I'll talk about it now. So I did like Singapore. I liked how small it was, how you could get like from one place to another. Fun fact, Bahrain is basically the same size as Singapore, but in my head Bahrain was so much smaller. Yeah, I mean overall I think it was a good experience, a growing experience, and I would come back for leisure purposes for like 3 days. To live there, not my place, but it is nice. So then after my flight, obviously my sisters and my mom came to pick me up and we were back home. So just now looking at the footage of the highway and the countryside, like how different is it? It's such a stark contrast, isn't it? I hope you guys enjoyed the Singapore Diaries, because I think, I don't know, I really love this series. A lot of it is only available for the playlist if you access it, the Singapore Diaries, because I am trying to really curate my sort of, you know, the videos I want to produce, and the ones that I'm really proud of are still, you know, like available on my main page. The ones that are like the ones I started off and stuff, they are in that playlist, but they are still available to see if you want to, you know, see what I got up to in my time in Singapore. If you guys enjoyed this vlog, it was really great having you along for the journey. I will see you in the next one, which is Italy, guys. So I'm so excited for you to see it. I'm working on it as we speak. Okay, love you, bye.